We got to see Arch Manning up close and personal this weekend. I just thought I would show you a couple of plays. This is not a comprehensive film study, but it's two examples of throws he made under pressure. Thought that's what stood out to me. It's one thing you see a lot of guys in state has not had much success pressuring opposing quarterbacks and forcing them into many mistakes lately. But they played a little better at Texas, but I thought his best was when he was pressured. I've got two examples that were the kind of plays and throws you go, okay, potential through the roof. You can see what the hype is about. It's one thing to have good footwork, make strong throws when nobody's around you. It's another thing to do it when they're breathing down their neck about to hit you square in the mouth. I was really impressed. And here's a couple of examples why. All right, the situation and the context of this play happening is really important. And it's going to take a little while to talk through it. 36 seconds until half. Texas finds himself in 3rd and 9, and with 36 seconds left, it's a 1-point ball game right now. And here they are right at midfield, and they go empty. He's got nobody in the backfield with him. Okay, and we're going to watch the play. He's going to throw a bomb, and there's a lot of impressive things here. One, he gets blitz. He can't block him. He steps into it anyway, takes a contact, throws an absolute bomb, hung it up in the air at the 10, and you get a score just before half. It's a huge play, game-breaking type of play before half. So, again, more context for you. This is after a penalty. Texas had moved the ball down. They get a penalty. It moves them back here, and that's the kind of half they were having offensively. And here they are, 3rd and 9 at midfield. And this entire 2-minute drill, here are 36. They've been on the field for this entire drill. State has been in a drop look defensively, dropping safeties, just totally giving up the underneath throws, giving it to him for the most part, coming up and tackling to make Texas play against the clock, right? Well, once it got backed up and 3rd and 9, this is the first play where State came out of prevent and then decided to come after him. Okay, so the reason it's important is that means for him, this is the first time in this sequence 2-minute drill that he hasn't seen safeties back in the field, and he's seeing a zero coverage look and a blitz look against empty. He doesn't have protectors. He's only got 5 to block. State is lining up in their 3-3-5, but 3 down, and all 3 linebackers are here. Everybody, they're looking like they're coming. If 6 come, that's too many because he can only block 5. He knows it because he's in empty. And there's no safeties or anything help back in the field. The coverage is pretty clear that we're going man, 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 man. So it's 5 in coverage, and the other 6 are coming after me. They're bringing 6. He knows if they bring 6, I got 5. I don't have enough. Somebody's free. So that's the context. It's the first time he's seen it in this 2-minute drill, and look how he handles it. So if you go back to the play, pretty clear. What's going on here? Snap. Nobody's rotating out. See, you're getting close. I'm about to snap it. And they're all locked in. And man, here in the coverage, nobody's bailing out. So he's already got a clue. Now, he chooses this matchup. It's the number 2 in the slot. That's the matchup that he chooses because, what we saw on the route was stop on the outside so that I got room for this go ball here on the inside. Beat him on the inside. I got room to throw him to the sideline right here. So he chooses it. Now, again, it's smart. I don't know if it's, just knowing a matchup that you like or if it's a receiver that you like and you choose or what. But he does not hesitate that this is where he's going, is go ball versus zero coverage. Then it's all about handling the blitz. And on this, they're protecting to his blind side. He's a right-handed quarterback, so the 5-man protect is to his left. They're going to let one go in his face. And it's the right thing to do from a protection standpoint. So here come all 6. So left tackle stepping out. He's taken wide. Guard is stepping out. He gets the 3. The shade nose is center. Right guard is in on the middle. Okay, and left tackle is going to take the inside on this end right here and block it. And they're turning loose 7 Stone Blanton off the edge. He is free to the quarterback. And look at Manning right here. Never once looks at it. This is what's impressive to me. Doesn't look at it. It's strictly eyes downfield. And look at the timing on the release. I mean, this is a linebacker who's bearing down on you full speed. And look at his footwork. There's no bailing out. He's stepping into it. I mean, I really believe that if this weren't even here, I really believe his footwork and his drive and front leg is going to be exactly the same. And this is guts standing there, and look at him. Come on and hit me, and then gone just before. You know, another thing I notice about his release is it really is quick, but it's a little bit three-quarter. He's not really over the top with that release, and it's okay because, it's so quick that you don't, it's not a long release, and so you don't give guys time to get their hands up anyway. But, this is just really good. Knowing what I've got, knowing I'm going to get it off in time, and then the throw. Okay, so you handle the blitz, and then look at the positional throw. So he's letting it go at the 42. This ball had a ton of air under it, watching it, in person. Look how long he's tracking it, and tracks it down at the 11-yard line. This is just a really nice throw against free blitzer. Picks the right matchup, and just a dime. I mean, if it's underthrown, you might catch up, make a play. Overthrown it all because he's looking up into that sun. He ain't going to catch it. It's got to be perfect, and man, it is. This was a really, really impressive play. Here's a look also, and I do think it's also an example of, most quarterbacks, if you get pressure, somebody loose in the middle, like center guard or guard to guard in the middle in your lap, that's the most uncomfortable kind of pressure for any quarterback. But if it's blocked in the middle, even unblocked guys right here, you're more comfortable handling the pressure off the edge. That's one thing about it. That's why you design the protection that way, is you let them go on the edge. If there are too many, then it's up to him. But look at him. No hesitation, and just steps and drives into it. I mean, it's prototypical is what it is. It's a really fine throw. Really quick release. The throwing motion, he's a little bit three-quarter. It's not over the top like his uncle's. It's a little bit, three-quarter, not drop down, but it's really quick, so it doesn't matter that it's three-quarter. All right, so here's another one I'm really, or just another example of a play I was impressed with, kind of the way he handles the threat of contact, and his footwork does not break down. 5 minutes left, third quarter. This is a second down play, ball on the left hash. Game still in the balance at this point, and they're looking to try to find a way to pull away. They go bunch 2x2, bunch with a tight end. I say bunch, it's just a tight 2x2 formation. What State is doing is playing man to man. They are in man free safety in the middle of the field, man free, got other responsibilities. Let's watch the play. They go 7-man protection with a tight end in the back. Late blitzer is coming, and just before he hits it, he throws that dime of an out ball to the far side from the left hash. I'll let it run again. You see delay blitz because the protection stops, and then here you go. And it's a really nice play. It's just another example of something that I thought was really good. And again, let's go back to it. So, let's show it here. State is in these man-to-man responsibilities with a free safety. And, if corner's man-to-man there, you're man-to-man on the slot who ends up catching the ball. What about the others? So what you have is 3 down linemen for State, okay, and 4 in the box, 4 more in the box, so 7-man box with that man free. It makes sense, right? And these guys on the edge, one's going to have the back, one's going to have the tight end. It's a matter of who. And what I think you have is edge coming to get a 5-man rush, okay, on this play with man free. And then what you're doing is looking. I think, one's going to have the tight end of the middle linebackers, these guys in the middle, and one's going to have the back. And it's a matter of, do they release? If the back releases, this backer is going to run and go cover him. The tight end, if he were to release, it's either him or him, but one of those linebackers is going to cover him. You'll see on the play, though, watch what they do. They put the tight end going across on the snap. So he's going backside on the play action, and he's a part of your protection. So he's like your 6th guy in protection. So he's not out in the route. The back after the fake is staying in the protection. So there's your 7. 5 linemen, back tight end, with 5 guys coming on the front right here. If you go just a little bit farther, so here come 5, and against 7 man, right? They got it picked up easily. Meanwhile, everywhere else, you got, man-to-man responsibilities. It's man-to-man right here. They've motioned out and switched it, so man-to-man there, man-to-man here. Free safety running around the middle of the field. He can, cover the 2 or read the quarterback's eyes or whatever it is, cover the 2 side. So a couple things. The back stays in protection. It frees up this linebacker, but you see he's ready to get him, in man-to-man if he releases. Then the tight end stays in, and that frees up this linebacker too. So neither of these linebackers have a man-to-man responsibility, and that's where the late pressure is going to come from. This is a really good job by the back for Texas. If you rewind it, watch the edge rush for State. It's the back's responsibility, and he does a really nice job. Hits him, knocks him off. If you're a linebacker, you want to win this and push him back in the quarterback. Instead, the back wins it, and it clears the pocket. So that's a really good job by the back. Okay, but again, remember what I told you, tight end stayed in. Okay, he's picking up the edge. So this linebacker who would have been in coverage if the tight end released, he didn't, and so now he's free to come. And so now here is a free lane, free rusher right to the quarterback. Just turn on the gas and get there as fast as you can, and that's what he's doing. My man-to-man's picked up or is in protection. Here I go, and look at Manning. And the thing that's impressive to me is twofold. It's knowing the route. Okay, you motioned out. Now he's up. Outside's coming all the way across the field with a runoff here. So with that runoff, the guy coming across, he's going to be all by himself because it's man-free, right? And so the pressure's got to get there quicker. Well, it can't. Look what he does. Eyes on the quarterback. Steps up. Sees what's coming. The protection is split. Tight end's holding. It doesn't get called right there. The protection, but it's not, too bad, I guess. Protection is split. Here comes a free linebacker. Now what do? Most guys are going to pull this ball down and try to run. That's what they're going to do. If it's not out by now, they're going to pull it down, and run. A lot of other guys, really good players, with their eyes on this side of the field, and now I got pressure in my face coming right at me. I'm just going to raise up and try to hit this guy. That's where my eyes are right now. In break coming, that's where the throw goes. But you got a safety back here waiting on it, right? Back in the middle of the field. Manning, somehow, with that pressure, here he comes. Watch him flip his hips. And in one motion, back foot in the ground, drive his knee right at him, and zip. Far sideline, and an absolute rope dime. 20 yards on a rope. He puts his left foot on the 22, flick his wrist, throws it to the 42. To the 47. 46-47. So it's 25 yards, not 20, but it's 25 on a frozen rope, opposite sideline from the left hash, after the protection has been split, knowing I'm about to get hit. And a guy who'll stand in there has no worries about the contact. It does not affect his footwork. Therefore, the accuracy holds up and plenty of arm strength. And there is an instinct aspect to this, too, that you cannot teach. You can't coach it. That is, it does not get any better than that. I'm here to tell you. Those of us who've played the position or tried to can watch it and really appreciate that, with guys running right at you, stepping right into it, footwork doesn't break down, and you're throwing ropes up the field and across the field.